because I had like an interesting experience this week where I was chatting with some people, and one person is an iOS developer,
Hmm.
and he was asking about what we do, and I was like, well, we just kind of get people to start building websites for other people because you can make a lot of money for it, and there's always job security because everybody
Yeah.
needs a website. And he's like, really? And like literally, as we were saying that, the dude sitting
He's
right
like,
next
I
to us
need a
is like,
website.
yeah, I'm like dying to get this website made. Do you know some? And I'm like, point in case,
You
you're like
see?
everybody
Yeah.
needs a website.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because,
And
because
so
nowadays there's so much people doing entrepreneurial pursuits too, that outside of like maybe their regular
yeah.
job. And there's also just anything you need to do, you need to get that information out there. And the best way is going to be online, right? So, I mean, there's just no getting around it. So there's always
Yeah.
going to be work. Yeah.
I think you bring up like such a great point too, is that when we just sit here and we talk or we're among ourselves or whatever, like obviously we're gonna be like, yeah, no one out there needs a website, right? Like you just like your mind's like, yeah, nobody, I don't need a website, so nobody else could possibly need a website, right? But the point of what you just said was you literally just all you had to do was communicate, right? All you had
Yeah.
to do is like put it out there in the world that you build websites, and all of a sudden somebody's like, oh, I could use that service, right? And so yeah, I think that's huge. Is like one of the best things you can do, and this is sort of where I was going next, is we talked about like foundational stuff. You just have to have this stuff in place, right? You have to have a resume, you have to have GitHub, you have to have LinkedIn, there's maybe a portfolio. There's just no getting around that. You could throw in there maybe an agency website if you want to like be a web agency. uh but then there's like the next level, I think, above that of, okay, now these are things that you can start doing to set yourself aside, like aside from the rest of the crowd, or just garner more attention. So I want to open it up to you guys if you have any ideas. I have a couple that I want to go over. There's one of them,
Yep.
right? So you wear a t-shirt that says, yes, I'm a web developer. People are gonna be like, oh, that person's probably a web developer. um
I
you
think
know,
Randall makes a good
I
point
think
too. In the
that's a huge
comments,
one.
he picked up business cards from the gym that he went to, just all
Yeah.
the business cards. He said 80% of them don't even have, like, they either need a website or don't have one. So there's another good way, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
One way that
Squarespace
I do it.
advertised during Super Bowl. Everyone needs a website. And guess what?
Yeah.
Most people still with Squarespace can't figure out how to do it, or don't have the time or energy or
Yeah.
care to do it. So
Also,
they'll be
just
more
like
than happy to pay you.
if you're nervous at first too, just talk about what you're doing when you're with your friends, when you see your
Hmm.
family.